We have come a long way in terms of animation, and especially the theme songs. One so nostalgic and very dearest to the heart of Indians is the theme song of this 1989's Japanese animation, The Jungle Book.
Wake up, a new day is dawning. There's beauty and happiness everywhere.
Not this, but this. It is a Japanese animation adapted straight from the original collection of stories, The Jungle Book, written by Rudyard Kipling. Well, we all know the stories in The Jungle Book. We have read it in different books, and as technology grew, we also got to see shows and movies of The Jungle Book from different industries and studios. But one of this animation made by the Japanese industry, originally known as Jangoroboku Shonen Moguri, was dubbed into different languages and telecasted in the 90s across the globe as The Jungle Book, The Adventures of Mowgli. It was at that time when DD National in India telecasted the Hindi dubbed version, and one thing which sold the show was its Hindi dubbed theme song composed by Gulzar. The theme song kept the audiences stick to the TV initially, and from the third episode, the audiences got to see the villainous character Sher Khan. The way each episode built up the story, it became more interesting and grippy. Nana Patekar was a perfect voice actor for Sher Khan, that it was really great to see a villain who did not had that such deep voice, but the way Sher Khan spoke, it felt really dark and scary to the kids at that time. These all features made the series a real underdog. Just like the theme song, the animated show had so much potential that the show was telecast in several other channels for a decade. And during the lockdown, when everything was shut and people were at home, DD National and DD Retro telecast it again and was peaked the TRP and other ratings, presumably first for any 90s animated show in India. Personally, I wasn't familiar with this show at first. I was introduced to Jungle Book in a comic weekly in Kerala. Every week I get to read the comic in Malayalam language, and I missed plenty of the story when I moved to another state in the early 2000s. I felt really bad as I left with a lot of cliffhangers. However, when I saw The Jungle Book as an animated series for the first time as a kid, especially when I played the theme song at home, people in my family already knew this song and were familiar with the story and the characters in it. And it was at that time I realized that this series is pretty close to the heart of Indians despite the huge generation gap we have.